Hello guys, I am Sandeep Kumar Sinha. Welcome back to my channel with a new topic. Today I will discuss and explain the central problems of an economy that every economy faces. Now we know that every economy has limited resources. That is number one. First truth that everyone knows, that every economy has limited resources, and those resources are having alternative uses, that is they can be put to more than one use. That is second fact, resources have alternative uses, and at the same time these resources are of a scarce nature, that is its demand is more than the supply of those resources in the economy. Therefore an economy has to decide what to do in this situation. Every economy in this situation has to allocate its scarce resources in such a manner that best serves the needs of an economy. Whatever be the requirements of an economy, that is to be served with the help of those available scarce resources in the economy. And therefore the problem is the allocation of resources, that is the choice problem, is the problem of allocation of resources, and which is generally referred to as the central problem or the basic problems of any economy. Regarding allocation of resources, there are three choices before every economy. Every economy has to decide three questions, and these are generally referred to as, that is, what, how and for whom to produce. That is basically there are three choice problems before any economy that every economy faces. Number one is what to produce, number two how to produce, and number three for whom to produce. We will discuss one by one every choice problem that every economy faces. First choice problem before any economy, in the problem of allocation of resources, that is what to produce. What to produce, that is basically the problem of choosing the goods which are to be produced in the economy, and that depends upon the requirements of the economy. What the economy needs at that present moment of time, that goods would be produced in the economy, because limited resources are there at the disposal of any economy. And the second decision is what would be the quantity of that goods desired or required in the economy. And according to the needs and requirements of the economy, these two decisions are taken. There is choice of goods and the quantity of goods that would be produced. And here the guiding principle is, what is the principle? That is to generate maximum total satisfaction in the economy. That is the principle in this economy. And this problem, what to produce, includes two. That is number one, choice of goods to be produced, that is consumer goods or producer goods. Second choice, essential goods or luxury goods. Or third choice, war materials or consumer goods. That depends upon the requirement. Suppose there is a warlike situation on the border, then every country would first purchase the war materials. That would purchase only those materials which are required for the external security of the country, and every single resource would be diverted towards the production of those war materials or purchase of war materials. That is called the requirements. Whatever is needed at that present moment of time, that choice of good depend upon that requirement, and only those goods are to be produced in the economy. And then after the decision is taken about the quantity of goods. The two decisions are there. There is choice of goods, number one, and second one is the quantity of that chosen goods. That chosen goods which are to be produced in the economy, that the economy needs. That's why this what to produce depends upon the requirements of the economy. Now the second choice before any economy so far as allocation of resources is concerned, that is how to produce. If the goods are chosen which are to be produced, its quantity decided, now the next question before any economy, what would be the methods or techniques of production, and that depends upon the stock of available resources in the economy. Suppose if any economy has more labor and less capital, then the country or economy would obviously choose the labor intensive methods of production. But if a country has more capital and less labor, then it will choose the capital intensive methods of production. Means methods of production would depend upon the stock of available resources in the economy. That is the next choice before an economy, how to produce, which is the problem of choice of methods or techniques of production, that is labor intensive techniques and capital intensive techniques, and this choice depends upon the stock of available resources in the economy. But what is the guiding principle here? That is to adopt those techniques or those methods which cause least cost per unit of output. That is the second choice before any economy. Now, so far as labor intensive methods of production is concerned, it simply provides employment to maximum number of people, and that's why it induces public welfare. Means labor intensive method induces public welfare. But so far as capital intensive methods or techniques of production is concerned, it induces economic growth. मीन्स ये इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ हमारा ये इंड्यूस करता है. दैट्स वाई देयर इज अ चॉइस बिटवीन टू पॉलिसीज सो फार एज टेक्निक्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इज कंसर्न. वन इज that is whether the economy would opt for the public welfare or whether the economy would opt for the economic growth. That the economy has to decide which policy it has to adopt, and that depends upon the stock of available resources in the economy, and accordingly techniques or methods of production are chosen by the economy. That is second choice, how to produce. Now the third choice before any economy is for whom to produce. If goods are chosen, quantity is decided, techniques of production is also decided by which the goods are to be produced, then the next question before any economy is that for whom to produce those goods and services in that particular chosen quantities. That is for the richer section or the poorer section, whosoever it may be. The choice basically depends upon the purchasing power capacity, and which in turn depends upon the distribution of national income. That is, how is national income distributed among the various sections of the society. And that's why this problem is basically the problem of distribution of national income among the various sections of the society. And what is the guiding principle here? That is to fulfill the urgent needs of each and every single productive factor which is providing its services to any production unit to produce any good or services, to fulfill the needs of each and every those productive factors to the maximum possible extent. That is, how to produce is basically the distribution of national income so that everyone has got the purchasing power capacity to have the desired quantity of those goods which are needed in the economy. Thus, there are three choices before any economy so far as allocation of resources is concerned. That is, we discussed first, number one, what to produce means what goods are to be produced and in what quantity. Number two, for that is how to produce means what would be the techniques or methods of production of those goods and services. And the third is goods are to be produced for whom. That is basically the problem of distribution of national income. That's all about the basic or central problems of an economy that every economy faces, whether it is a developed, underdeveloped, rich or poor, whatever be the status of the economy, every economy faces these problem of allocation of resources because resources are limited and scarce in nature. That's all about these central problems of an economy. Now see you again in the next video with a new topic. Till then, keep learning and keep watching my videos. Thank you very much.